Hello students, hello everybody, welcome back to the class. This is Pradeep sir with another session of class 10 mathematics. As you all know that we were doing the chapter trigonometric ratios. In previous session we have solved few more problems. In the first session we have understood the concept of trigonometric ratios, and in the second session we have learnt about the solution of different kinds of problem related to trigonometric ratios. We have solved few problems there. But today I am going to solve few more problems little bit different from those which are already solved. So let me start. Here is the question. It is given that if sin theta is equals to a square minus b square by a square plus b square, then find the value of all other t ratios. Then find the values of all other trigonometric ratios of theta. Okay, so here the value of sin theta is given. We have to find the value of all other trigonometric ratios, means cos theta, sec theta, cosec theta, tan theta and cot theta. Okay, so as usual, first of all we have to draw one triangle. This is angle theta. Suppose the triangle is ABC, where angle B is 90 degrees. Okay, now it is given sin theta equals to a square minus b square upon a square plus b square. So see this figure. What is sin theta equals to? Sin theta is equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. That means perpendicular upon hypotenuse is equals to a square minus b square upon a square plus b square. So it is quite clear from the figure that AB is a square minus b square and AC is a square plus b square. Since here there is no constant value given, so there is no need of multiplying the side with any constant. A square and A and B are unknown quantities, so it is not needed to multiply these ratios, the numerator with constant and denominator with the same constant, as we have done in the sums previously, because there the ratio are given in the form of values like 3 by 5. 3 is a constant, 5 is a constant. So in that case, where values are given, numerical values are given, we need to multiply the each term of the ratio with some constant, as we have done by taking the constant as k. But here A and B are unknown quantities, so no need of multiplying with k. So here directly I can write AB is as a square minus b square and AC as a square plus b square. Okay, now applying Pythagoras theorem, what we are getting, just see that we have to find BC. So AB square plus BC square is equals to AC square. This is Pythagoras theorem. Now let me replace the values. So it is a square minus b square whole square plus bc square is equals to a square plus b square whole square. So these two, this one we have to simplify using the formula a minus b whole square, and this is a plus b whole square. So a minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab plus b square plus BC square equals to this side is A plus B whole square. So A square plus 2AB plus B square. So here inside the bracket A square is already there, therefore it will be A square whole square, then 2AB and then again B square whole square. That is why A square whole square becomes A to the power 4 and B square whole square becomes B to the power 4. Actually in the bracket, inside the bracket, we know that A minus B whole square equals to A square minus 2AB plus B square. But inside the bracket is already A square. So that is why the formula will change a little bit. It will be A square whole square minus 2A square B square plus B square whole square. So that is why A to the power 4 and B to the power 4 is coming in the left hand side. Similarly, in the right hand side also, it is A to the power 4 and B to the power 4. Okay. Now this A to the power 4 and B to the power 4 will be cancelled. Let me write the whole thing again. B square equals to A to the power 4 plus 2A square B square plus B to the power 4, and these values I am taking to the right hand side. So it will be minus A to the power 4 plus 2A square B square minus B to the power 4. So B to the power 4 and B to the power 4 will be cancelled. A to the power 4 cancelled. So we are left with B square equals to 2A square B square plus 2A square B square, that is 4A square B square. Okay. So BC square equals to 4A square B square. Therefore we have to find BC. So BC equals to root over 4A square B square, that is 2AB. Here I am not taking the negative value. We all know that if x square is equals to 4, then x will be plus minus 2. But here I am not taking the negative value because side of the triangle cannot be negative. Okay, that is why actually it should have been BC equals to plus minus 2AB. BC equals to plus minus 2AB. But we know that side of a triangle cannot be negative. So I am neglecting the negative value, and so only I have taken the positive value 2AB for BC. Okay. So BC is 2AB. Now let me put it here. BC is 2AB. Now we have to find all the other trigonometric ratios. So let me start with sin theta is already given. So sin theta, the value was given as sin theta equals to A square minus B square by A square plus B square. We all know that cosec theta is the reciprocal of sin theta. So cosec theta will be A square plus B square upon A square minus B square. Okay. Now cos theta. Cos theta is base upon hypotenuse. So it is 2AB by A square plus B square. And reciprocal of cos theta is sec theta. So sec theta will be A square plus B square upon 2AB. Tan theta. Tan theta equals to perpendicular upon base. So it is A square minus B square upon 2AB. And cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. So it will be 2AB upon A square minus B square. So we have got the values of all the other trigonometric ratios. So these are the values of all the trigonometric ratios. So So go through it, just see how it is done. We have followed the basic and the concept of algebraic identities also, a minus b whole square and a plus b whole square, and the sum is done. Okay. So let us solve one more problem. The next question is, if tan theta equals to 1 upon root 7, then show that cosec square theta minus cot square theta upon, sorry, it is sec square theta, cosec square theta minus sec square theta upon cosec square theta plus sec square theta is equals to 3 upon 4. If tan theta equals to 1 upon root 7, then show that cosec square theta minus sec square theta upon cosec square theta plus sec square theta equals to 3 upon 4. Understood? See the question. So here, as you can see, that tan theta is 1 upon root 7. So let me draw one triangle. This is theta. Let the triangle be PQR, where angle Q is the right angle. Now tan theta means perpendicular upon base. So from this triangle, perpendicular is PQ and base is QR, and that is equals to 1 upon root 7, which implies, suppose PQ equals to, now see here, I cannot take PQ as 1 because this is numerical value, and I have told you in the previous question that whenever the case is that the ratio have constant values, numerical values, then we have to multiply these numerical values with a constant. So here 1 is a numerical value, so PQ will be taken as a 1 multiplied with any constant. I am taking the constant as K. So PQ equals to 1K, or simply K we can write K, and QR equals to root 7K. Whenever the case is that the numerator and denominator are some numerical values, always multiply them with a constant, okay, to get the length of each sides. So this is PQ is K and QR is root 7K. So we have to apply the Pythagoras theorem again. PR square equals to PQ square plus QR square, using Pythagoras theorem. Equals to PQ is K, so K square, and QR is root 7K, so root 7K square. So it is K square plus 7K square, that is 8K square. PR square equals to 8K square, therefore PR equals to root over 8K. Here also I am not taking the negative value because side cannot be negative. I am taking the positive value only. The side of a triangle cannot be negative. So this can also be written as 2 root over 2K. Okay. So we have got the value of the hypotenuse, 2 root over 2K. Now we have to find the value of cosec theta and sec theta, then substitute the value in the question. So cosec theta, what is cosec theta equals to? Cosec theta is hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Hypotenuse upon perpendicular, that is PR upon PQ. So it will be 2 root over 2k upon k. So simply 2 root 2. And sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. So sec theta will be hypotenuse upon the base, that is PR upon QR. So 2 root over 2k upon root over 7k. Cancelling k, we get 2 root over 2 upon root over 7. So we have got the values of cosec theta and sec theta. Now we will substitute this value in the question to verify the question. So LHS of the question is cosec square theta minus sec square theta by cosec square theta plus sec square theta. So what is cosec square? If cosec theta is 2 root over 2, so it will be 2 root over 2 whole square minus sec theta is 2 root 2 upon 7, so it will be 2 root 2 upon root 7 whole square divided by 2 root 2 whole square minus 2 root over 2 upon root 7 whole square. This will be plus. So after simplification, 2 root over 2 whole square is 8. You know that. Minus again 8 and root 7 square is 7. And here it is 8 plus 8 upon 7. So by LCM, the numerator LCM is 7. So 7 is 56 minus 8. And in the denominator, it will be 56 plus 8 upon 7. Understood? Equals to, so 56 minus 8 is 48 upon 7 divided by, this is 56 plus 8, so it will be 64 upon 7. That means 48 upon 7 multiplied with 7 upon 64. So by cancelling, 7 will be cancelled. By 16 it will be 3, divided by 16 it will be 4. So it is 3 upon 4. Therefore, we can say that LHS is equals to RHS. It is verified. So hope you have understood the sum. The question was given tan theta equals to 1 upon root 7, and we need to verify that cosec square theta minus sec square theta upon cosec square theta plus sec square theta equals to 3 upon 4. So by using this value and using Pythagoras theorem, I have calculated and got the value of the third side also. Then since we have to find the value of cosec theta and sec theta, so it is found here from the triangle, and then this value was substituted in the question in the left hand side of the question. So ultimately by calculation I have got the value of left hand as 3 upon 4 and the right hand side is also 3 upon 4. Therefore we can say that LHS equals to RHS, that is, the question is verified. Understood? So hope you have understood how to do this type of problem. We'll solve few more problems in the next session. So till then you have to practice all these type of sums. Some more sums are there, so you can find different types of sum from the exam paper of previous years. So try to practice those sums, try to do it by yourself. Hope you'll be able to do it, because by now you have gained so much knowledge and confidence also to do the sum. So let us meet in the next class. Till then, goodbye and have a nice day.